Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Vamp Gamer here, and we're about to do another reaction video. This time to a Japanese YouTuber that I watch, and I enjoy his content very much because he's Japanese, and people sometimes want to know what Japanese people are thinking. So, if you're American and you want to know what a Japanese person is thinking, definitely watch this guy. His name is SHUNchan, if I'm saying it right. You know, like most American people would think that his last name is Chan, but no, Chan in Japanese means like her or miss. So, I mean, Japanese what is it called? Japanese joke, like it's funny when you call a guy a miss or you call a girl sir. I mean, I don't get the Japanese humor, but I mean, it's normal in Japan. So, yeah, let's get it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, finally, I'm going to be answering your questions that you guys asked on my Instagram page as well as on my community page on YouTube. Today, I'm going to be focusing more on questions that are related to Japan in general, like Japan and Japanese culture, Japanese people and stuff like that. And questions towards me, I'm going to be answering in my next video, maybe, but later, yeah. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get right into it. By the way, I'm using my headphones microphone today. Is it better?
Yeah, much better. I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, Fat Boy God, reaction time to a Japanese YouTuber. You should watch this. I like this guy.
Hello, konnichiwa, ohayou gozaimasu.
He sounds like an anime character, the way he says it.
Please let me know if you guys like this sound better than in my previous videos. Yeah. Okay, so the first question is, what height is considered to be tall in Japan?
That's a good question because I went to the samurai museum in, was it Shinjuku? And like, you know, samurais is like years, fucking light years before like this generation, and the samurai armor was so fucking small, and I'm like, but Japanese men are kind of tall. I mean, back then they weren't that tall, they were really short, which amazes me because of course I didn't know that, you know. But yeah, I'm curious what the average height is in Japan.
This one kind of depends on who you ask, but I would say for men 180 centimeters is pretty tall.
Yeah.
And for women I would say 160, maybe 165 centimeters.
I mean, but that's normal. I mean, like you know, like in America it's like 6'2", like pretty fucking tall, you know, like Bigfoot. But 5'11", damn, I'm fucking short. I'm just 5'9". But normally I've never met a girl that I've liked that's tall like me or taller than me. But normally I like short girls. So yeah, it's true. Japanese girls are fucking short. But it's normal in America.
Meters is pretty tall. I'm 166 or 7, so yeah, I'm pretty short.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me though.
But yeah, what height is considered to be tall in your country?
6'2". In America. Fuck, I'm scared just thinking about it.
I'd like to know that. I'm pretty sure it's pretty different each country. Okay, the next question is, are Japanese people religious or not? Yes and no. I mean, average Japanese people would say they're not religious, but
because they don't want to like offend you by saying that they like a certain religion and you like a different religion, because they care about you. So I understand why he says yes and no. It's true. Like, I mean, most Japanese people are Buddhists from what I know, and some are Christian, and there's another religion I don't even know the name of it. But yeah, he's absolutely right.
You'd see at the same time that we go to shrines and temples and pray there, or you would see that we have Buddhism like altars or Shintoism altars in our house. And I do have a Buddhism altar in my house, and so do my friends, which may make it seem like that we are religious, but we never really practice it on a daily basis. And I feel like this kind of practices that we do occasionally are rather cultural traditions.
And that's kind of different from like American traditions, like in America, like you're supposed to go to church. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but you're supposed to go to church at least once a week. But in Japan, like they really go like once a month or whenever they feel like it. So yeah, it's completely different.
I would say than based on our religious beliefs. So yeah, the answer would be no, we are not really religious. But yeah, you'll see some people who are very religious too.
I agree.
So yeah, it depends, but general speaking, no. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay. Do Japanese people envy the Western as much as we envy them?
I mean, like I understand why, because American people are like really confident and they're not afraid to like say things or do things. So I understand why, but at the same time, like you can also get what we have if you develop your confidence. So I mean, I get it. Like I've heard that a lot. I envy you because you're from New York. No, don't envy me. I envy you because you live in Japan and you're Japanese. You know, like I want to learn to speak more Japanese. I want to have more Japanese friends, but I mean, I doubt that would happen because Japanese people just don't like to talk as much as they like to talk to other people to me. But yeah, from my experience.
Okay, so wait. So Western people envy us? That's kind of good to know, I would say. But yes, we do have this kind of phenomenon where we idealize white people, like.
And that kind of makes me feel some type of way because if you look at the history, like white people have taken so much away from people of color, including job opportunities, including assassinating and killing people of historic significance to black people. You know, we just had Martin Luther King Day, and majority of the people that say they love him, they didn't love him when he was alive because they assassinated him. But that's kind of wrong, like to feel that way about white people. Like from my experience, I'm not saying that they're exactly like their ancestors. Of course, people change, but the notion is still there. You know, like people always say get over slavery, but people never say get over the Holocaust. You know, just an example.
Their blonde hair and blue eyes.
And that's another thing I hate about America. It's like if you're white and you have blue eyes, you're rich. Like that's what Japanese people would think. Like every white person is rich. That's a stereotype in Japan. I just want to say that.
And I think it happens a lot, not only in Japan but in other Asian countries too. I wouldn't say it is a bad thing or anything, but I think it has a lot to do with our media, and I think it's...
Yeah, the media in Japan needs to change because they don't know their history, obviously.
just sometimes too
Lost in translation.
much, because like we all should be able to appreciate our own identity
Yes,
and stuff. So yeah.
yes.
But yeah, I would say it's not only white people, we also idealize black people and brown people.
That's good. I hope it continues to go up because I always feel like there's racism in Japan against the darker skinned people because they're not so open to black people like they are to white people. I just want to say that.
People and all the other non-Asian looking people, because they tend to have bigger eyes, smaller, face and stuff. So yeah. Okay, how common is hentai in Japanese culture in your perspective with friends? Not at all.
I'm actually fucking surprised. I'm actually surprised because everyone in America knows what hentai is, and when someone says hentai, they automatically assume like tentacles are gonna come out of nowhere and just start fucking the girl. But yeah,
I'm sorry if it was disappointing or anything, but yeah, I have watched it once or twice at some point in my life, but I found it kind of weird. Like
my brother stole my fucking cash box and had maybe 2 hentai videos, and I still want them back because it was the best fucking hentai I've ever seen in my life. I remember one video, it was called Fruits Cup, right? Fruits Cup, or is it Fruit Cups? Fruits Cups, yeah, something like that. And it's basically about a guy that gets arrested because he was working at a vocational, like, house to teach like girls like volleyball, like to become better, and basically the guy gets arrested before him, and then they need a new caretaker, and he reads the old caretaker's notes on how to get the girls to sleep with him, and basically he has videotapes in each room, and he uses it against them, and he says, if you don't sleep with me, I will expose you. And he of course he fucks everybody, and then he eventually gets arrested because he has too much sex, and they're all on the floor with semen everywhere, and it was really weird anime, but it was kind of cool. Like, it was a different, like, thought process. I was just like, wow, this fucking guy, like, I envy this guy. He fucked like 6 girls at the same time, and he used the videotapes to like make them do it because they had no choice. They didn't want to get exposed because Japanese women don't want people to know they're whores. But yeah, it's crazy.
The depiction, like all the animation was way too unrealistic. Like, it was so weird to the point where I kind of found it funny rather than something that would turn you on.
And that's the reason why I like it, because I didn't expect it to be like that fucking weird,
And yeah, and as far as I know, none of my friends actually watch hentai. Yeah, it's not really common in Japan. By the way, just FYI, most Japanese people even don't know what hentai is. Yes, it is a Japanese word, but it means just like an abnormal or perverted person. So we don't really know it as animated porn.
I didn't know that.
So that's something you might want to keep in your mind. Okay, what are the Japanese thoughts on Canada/Canadians? Do people really think we are just America but cold?
Interesting.
It's definitely rare to see news on Canada. Like,
even in America, I don't hear any news from Canada. So yeah, he's right.
Compared to the States and stuff, but I think coldness is not the first thing that comes to our mind when we think of Canada. I would say maple syrup, French, and
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about Canada is Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds, Drake, Toronto Raptors, and yeah, French people. Lots of French people, because I've been to Montreal, and like everything was French. Like, I was surprised. I didn't know there was French people in Canada, but yeah.
less crazy people.
Yeah, fuck Trump.
Okay, the next question is, do Japanese people treat you any differently if you can speak English well? Yes, definitely. If you're Japanese, the ability to speak English fluently is not only a big advantage for your career, but it is also something that makes you cool, smart, and even like attractive to some people. So before I started learning English like seriously, I used to feel the same way, to be honest. Like, I used to think that, being able to speak English is so...
And his English is better than most Japanese people I've heard speak English. Like, his accent isn't even that strong. It's slightly there, but it's kind of hard to make an accent go away. But his English is pretty good. Like, I understand everything he's trying to say, and he speaks it so fluent, He doesn't stop. He just keeps on, which is good, Bravo.
So cool, and I found anyone who could speak English very cool and attractive and stuff like that. But now that I can speak some English, I don't feel the same way. Like, I'm so used to it, like it became normal. Yeah, but in general, like, if you speak English as someone who was born and raised in Japan, people will look up to you.
Yeah, I wish it was like that in the Spanish community. When I was trying to learn Spanish, people would always correct me and make fun of me, but in Japan, like, if you learn a different language, like, it's cool. Like, America needs to change, seriously.
So yeah, the answer is yes. Okay, the next question is, why don't Japanese shave Amazon forest?
And like, to be honest, like, it's all about preference. Like, some guys like it like hair, girls the same. Some guys like hair, some guys don't. Some girls like hair, some girls don't. Like, it's all about preference. But I mean, Japanese Japanese pubic hair is not as bad as like American pubic hair.
Some people do actually.
And it's really straight, so it's not as bad.
Like especially for women, they tend to trim it, not shave all the way, but yeah, they don't really like hairy down there. But yeah, you're correct. We don't really shave it.
I mean, if you're a porn star, you always shave it, especially if you're Japanese. But I mean, I don't know any guys because, like, I mean, why would they just randomly tell me that I don't shave down there? Like, that's just weird. But yeah, I mean, all my friends know that. It depends how I feel. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And they'll tell me vice versa, like, I shaved, so it's kind of itchy. Like, don't punch my legs. My legs, like, itch because of it, yeah. But, yeah.
Remember when I showed my pube to my American friends? Like, they literally freaked out for how hairy it was.
And it's crazy because, like, I don't know any Japanese person that would openly say it or show it because, like, Japanese people are very shy and, like, that's just very intimate. But me, with my American friends, like I probably would, but I don't remember. You know, like, we did a lot of stupid shit when we were young.
And I was kind of shocked, so I decided to trim it. But since I was not used to it, I messed up and it ended up like uneven.
It doesn't matter, no one's gonna see it. Like, I've cut myself shaving and it looked terrible. It looked like my fucking face.
So I ended up shaving all of it, and that was biggest mistake. It was like itchy and like I'm not gonna do that again. But anyway,
painful.
The reason to me personally, I feel like we see it as kind of a sign that you hit your puberty. Like, it is a sign of being mature. So if you're completely hairless down there, it could be a turn off for some people because it looks like a child's
SHUNchan. It's a child word for penis. My daughter says it a lot, and I always say stop talking about it.
genital.
Nah, it's okay. I just said penis to the American audience in Japanese. So yeah.
Why do Japan censor that part?
I hate that. I hate that. As Jonah Hill would probably fucking say, like, I want to see the dick go into the vagina. Like, if there's no dick and no vagina, like, what's the point of watching it? Like, I want to see it's inside. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see that. Like, what fun do you have, like, watching that?
Because they have to. Why? Because it's against the law.
It's a stupid law. Porn is called porn, so you can see something inserted into something. Or something inserted into someone's mouth.
To show the public your sexual activities. More specifically, you could show everything but down there doing the actual thing. But wait, you can still see that they're doing it, you might say. But
it looks like Cinemax porn or cable porn. It looks so bad. That's why I don't like to watch it.
as long as they censor it, it gives them a room for an excuse to say, oh, we are just pretending that we're having sex. So yeah.
It's not 50 Shades of Grey. Like, they're clearly naked. They're not humping each other, because if I was humping the person, like, there's no point, like, to do anything.
I know it's kind of dumb, but it is what it is. And if you ever see uncensored ones, it's either they upload it illegally or it is uploaded from, foreign server, like in foreign country. So yeah, the more you know, you hentai. Alright, that's it for today. I think I had enough embarrassment for today, but I guess it was fun. So yeah, if you guys want part 2, please comment down below and ask more questions. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace!
Well, that was good. I enjoy his content. So I'll be doing another reaction to this series, to this channel.